definitely is that. So, you know, I like the announcement, and I think who was it? If I'm not mistaken, I want to say Sony San Diego put out a tweet or a retweet when that announcement was made. So it was like, oh, they're on board with it. They're completely, you know, all they're all with it. It's not just like, no, we stand for Sony, and that's it. Like it's like, oh, okay, cool. You make that game, and it's gonna be something that they're gonna be able to play to. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Excuse me. So that that is what I honestly, like about that cross-platforming. And who knows? Who knows? This game, maybe the first game won't, but once these two consoles drop, maybe they'll have a cross play capability where both players, excuse me, whether you're on the box,
drink you some water,
PS5, or even if you're on the PS4, no, I don't think PS4. I don't think you want to keep it downscale. But they need to make it so that you know both consoles can play, because you already have games uh, out there that you can use as your measuring stick for making that kind of stuff work. That'd be tight. Now they just got to make sure their online servers are on point. But you do that, that'll go a mighty long way. So, but no, that's all I really got on it, man. I feel that's what
Yeah, man. So needless to say, there's not anything, you know, that we feel to be against. You know, why not? You know, I think we laid out our reasons why. There you have it. You know, I did see a couple things in the chat. You know, is always, everybody's always going to have a different opinion and different speculations and things like that. I just wanted to comment quickly on one where someone said that Dominic Bowden says he believes that the show could probably pull some Madden and NBA 2K crowd with the cross-platform move. I mean, maybe, but the thing is, man, and again, this is just my opinion because I can only use my own, POV, if you will. Uh, it took me a long time to start playing the show because baseball just doesn't move as fast in the gaming world. It just doesn't. You know what I mean? It just doesn't move as fast in the gaming world. It's not as fun to everybody unless you are a pure baseball fan. You know what I mean? I mean, it does have multiple modes. It has things such as um, road to the show and things like that that can kind of keep you more engaged if you're not really a hardcore baseball guy. It also has quick manage and all those type of things, man, where you can swiftly, move through a season. But like I said, it just doesn't. Not everybody is going to be into the way the action is presented. It's a very, and yeah, like my man Ray just said, it's a very niche type of crowd. And honestly, think about it. Baseball is like that in real life. Not everybody watches baseball, and I enjoy baseball, but I don't watch baseball that often. I start watching it when it's playoff time and things like that, but you're not going to really catch me on a Saturday afternoon just watching a full baseball game. I'd much rather be at the game than watching it on TV. So I say all that just to say it's possible that, I won't say it will take away from the Madden and the 2K crowd because you're going to play what you like. It's the same reason, let's be honest, it's the same reason why many people, including a lot of us, even with the problems, it's the reason why we tolerate Madden for what it is in doses because we love football. It's just that simple. So you're gonna gravitate to what you love. That's just how that's gonna work. Now let's go ahead and get into the Madden talk, man. I'll kick it off. I want to talk about the Madden Club Championship as it's actually on right now. I was watching a little earlier. I did see, what's the kid's name? Joke. He advanced. And he was able to take Skimbo out. Shout outs to Skimbo. You guys know I've said it before. I have my own, a soft spot for Kimbo. I was about to say Kimbo Slice. I have a soft spot for Skimbo because, I've met him. I've met him a couple times. We've had good conversations. He's really a good dude. Really a genuinely good dude. Humble guy. You know what I mean? He's just a good dude. So that, I like Skimbo. I like Problem as well. I've met Problem, a few times. Some of these guys are good guys. I think it's crazy the type of reputation these guys acquire because they're playing a video game. Like, from the masses. It's crazy to see the type of, hate, if you will, that these guys get, man. This is hilarious to me. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm definitely going to talk about the whole one-play situation and all of that. Here's the biggest thing that bothers me about MCS and just, Madden Classic, all that stuff. The MCS.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants.
I don't care how they play. That doesn't have nothing to do with it. You can only play the game the way the game is going.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Championship. It's like I can really see the goal of the game is doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's interesting to see the way these guys scheme against themselves. Even though a lot of times they're relying on one play. They only have one thing in their offense.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
I'm watching the club championship. The guys who have
on 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The sore thumb sticks out more. Again, the way of the
2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Yeah, he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The biggest problem is that it still illuminates the issue that we had with that, whether it's on a competitive or a state, it highlights the things that is missing from the football environment.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watching the club championship because come on, man. Come on.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, here's the catch goes
on 2nd and 9. Jones, he's going to launch this. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Julio Jones, 76 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
That looked like a video game. But here's the catch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Shouldn't we get to a point where we can expect the artificial intelligence to have some realism to it? I shouldn't have to miss every
on 1st down, Lindsey, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I'm going to watch a little bit, but I don't know if there is things that it's loose.
They're going to look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
User controls should be the same here. Let me see. Here's another thing.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I will never understand.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones, throwing on first down, flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Now, I cut the chat off. I don't really pay no attention. But like I said, look at me. Go.
Jones to throw again. Looking deep for Hulu. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten the yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Julio Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That dude was nice with him. Like, if you really watch him, he was nice with him. Same thing with Skimbo. Again, I told you, I've been around him. I've been at EA with him. Skimbo will wax most of the time. He will wax you. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll set up a throw. The open man is Westbrook. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
You can't keep running quarterback last, even though it is Lamar Jackson. I don't care who out there. Boy should get tired and scared.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Why do so many people sit in the chat and say I'm sorry? Right? Oh, this guy sucks. Why y'all ain't up there? Right.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Joe just ran that one play that he ran. He got $20,000.
Jones now operating from the gun. Looking downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
They were saying tonight, just under, they didn't get the $300,000. But just think of how much money these dudes have made since Madden, like 16 when they brought it back. So y'all can say what y'all want. I mean, it's just a game. So I'm never going to go that far and knock those dudes for playing a video game the way the game allows them to play to make money. I ain't never mad at that. Have your competitive, but just give us at least a side of the game where we can represent real football the same way we feel we play 2K, or, to a degree, but they ain't perfect. The same way we feel when we play FIFA.
It's off at the 21.
Even if there's a completely separate the game, fine,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Even though they talk about, so nice with
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they'd call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
They will figure it out.
Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Some of these dudes, they have to know football to understand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
I'm sure he doesn't mind me saying this. But he has been way up on the scores before. You know, like very close to making.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Because I know the game until I see the game physically changing.
Down 50.
I feel like Smitty's going to be I feel like we have one or two.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Really what we do is we often re-emphasize what many in-house developers want done. And they use our feedback to push along their own agenda.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You make a video, people can watch what you're doing, you can show them what you're doing, and they can watch it, and you can share it with them on that other.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
Social media, they don't necessarily need a program of selected individuals.
Now Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
What we typically do is provide half done over here.
Here's Jones on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And I can go show this to the guy above me that was kind of fighting against him. So that's really what the influence is. Y'all really want to do.
Charlie!
Now
on 2nd and 13, Jones. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Ready? 18 Gator.
cycle being already not the same. And that's just because we're just looking at how to keep the landscape.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The road that we took this year, that was kind of from the company that we own, still in heavy contact with them. And, we have private chats and all that kind of stuff. But me and Smitty didn't have the opportunity last year. We didn't have that opportunity to go down to the export.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You know exactly what the problems are. It is very clear. And what am I screaming?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies and try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
And I would say this, and then I definitely would give you
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Guys doing the QB blast for Lamar Jackson. I get how they can see that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
I see my little mind reason, that's why I can't speak for the whole game.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
You know, executing the implementation, you have to execute it. That's the only thing. It ain't
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm saying that, guys, is every game you're comparing to is on the carrot gym. Why do you feel like Madden has to be on another gym to get it right?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 66 yards for him on the ground. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
But then when you play other sports titles, even if you're not
Jones now on 3rd down. Now he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating from the gun, Jones feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Switch.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. He pitches it, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
94. Hey, you come.
2nd and 4. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Like I said, that seems like not a thing, but it would be a whole lot better.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So let's think about
the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
But I'm just saying, I feel like there's a way to have the game literally be different when you're playing the game. They're like really similar. If you're going to go that way. Because clearly, it clearly seems to me that they're not really almost like it's a catering. If that's the case, do a better job of something.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yeah, we kind of covered that a little earlier. This was about,
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Leo, 5.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Samuel. The 30, the 20, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On third down, Green. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, at least we get our thoughts on it. We don't say nothing else about it unless they drop it, updated some of these words and stuff. I would love to not talk about Madden regularly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, 59.
Hey, then we say, we all want to talk
Jones throwing on 4th down. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Not relying on 2-man.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
Physical mass, stature, weight, leverage to be accounted for at all times. Until they can address those things, we're talking about the same problems in Madden. That's what we're still on this point. We're waiting for them to build that bridge. And they do it. Let's go ahead. Even though they introduce new things again, weapons and all of that.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
That's great. Because to me, you had to do something like that to allow these players to be more like they were like kind of. For the most part, I don't have an issue with it.
Some of them are a little crazy. But y'all know why they're so crazy? Because of these things that are not in the game that don't
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
It wouldn't work like that.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL Audio.